I'm trying to bring the drone over here, but this is only my second time flying this drone. I'm not good at it. And what's happened is, I was staying with a friend the other day at this really old house, you know, where they have to heat it with coal. They actually cook and heat the house with the same heat, with the same fire. And I was going to take a nice, beautiful picture for them of their home, and then, you know, have it blown up as thanks for letting me stay with them. And I go out to fly the drone. Apparently, in the last year, they put an airport up within, let's say, a couple of kilometers of where they live. And I couldn't take the drone up. So I got in the car, I drove a half hour away. And I got out of the car, tried to fly the drone. I'm still in a restricted area. And now, I walked a half hour away from there in a direction that would be out of the restricted area. And apparently, I am right on the edge, so much so that the forward button does not work on the drone, or it's just nudging forward. It's amazing to me how well that gimbal works, because it's actually seems to be jumping, like it's stopping, it's running into a wall or something. That's the restricted zone, I guess. So like I said, this is only my second time flying this drone. I mean, I had never seen an airplane anywhere near here, but I mean, it's a restricted zone, it's a restricted zone. I'll try to take a picture of it with my phone at the end of this so that you can see where I'm sitting here, see why the drone is giving me so much trouble. Two of the controls won't work. I can't go right and I can't come forward to where I'm sitting. Apparently I'm sitting in the restricted zone, and the drone is not in the restricted zone. So apparently I didn't walk far enough. So half hour drive, half hour walk, and it's still not enough to get out of the restricted zone. But like I said, this is only my second time. I'm trying to record the voice of the audio on my phone here. I just wanted to see what was on the other side of the tracks there. And also try to figure out a little bit, you know, my second time flying the drone, try to learn a little bit about it. So let me go up here. I want to see what's on the other side of the tracks. I'm not going to go over... Oh. Apparently I stopped recording there for a second. Pushed the wrong button. I think I'm recording again. How do you know if you're recording? Okay, so I wasn't sure how you know if you're recording or not, and apparently inside the circle where the record button is, it turns to a square instead of a circle in there. I guess that's the stop button. But yeah, I just wanted to see, okay, the pan for the gimbal is right next to the record button, so it's easy to hit that by accident. So yeah, I just wanted to see what's on the other side of the tracks here. I'm in a remote area in northwest China. Is that up or down? What am I doing here? I'm going up. This is up even further. So there's a railroad track. Can you zoom in with this thing? Oh yeah. Okay, so gimbal up a little. Oops. Push the stop button on the record again by accident. Gimbal up. Try to zoom in a little more. Apparently that's maximum zoom. So it appears here we got a couple of houses that are pretty remote. Not likely you can get a car in there. Anyway, I'll keep this short because it's only my second time flying this drone. And I want to make sure that I can get it back. So This is going to be my first attempt at landing. I'm going to bring it down lower before I push the land button, because I don't know where it's going to land.
Aircraft is about to land automatically.
Okay, so it's going to land automatically because apparently I went over the
edge of restricted zone.
I went over the.
Aircraft is about to land automatically.
Okay, do it.
Approached edge of altitude zone.
Land first time. Second time.
Aircraft is about to land automatically.
Down safely, and it didn't land in exactly the same spot where I took off from. I thought that was part of the deal here, but haven't figured it out. Not yet. And I still have the drone. It's not broken yet. So I want to show you how close I am to this restricted zone. And the drone is here. The drone is here. I'm sitting actually inside of the red area of the restricted zone. And I'll show you, it's a huge area. It's way bigger, in my opinion, than it needs to be. So, the airport's here, the blue thing. I was just, I don't know, a kilometer or so away, maybe 2 kilometers away from the blue dot, and I was right around here somewhere. I drove a car a half hour to around here, and then I walked over to here, thinking, you know, I should be able to fly by now. I take it up, and actually I'm still on the edge of the restricted zone to the point that I can't even use all the controls of my drone. Better luck next time. Live and learn. You know, it's I did learn a little bit about the drone this time, so that's cool.